everyone, today we are going to do something so fun and exciting. So I got a mason jar here. I'm going to start a sourdough starter. I've never attempted to make sourdough before. I've never attempted to make a sourdough starter, but today we're going to start making a sourdough starter. And while we're in the kitchen as well, I've got an abundance of lemons. I have 38 lemons to be exact that I harvested from my parents' tree. I will insert a little photo here. So we're going to preserve the lemon juice in the freezer in individual things. So I'm hoping the juice of one lemon will fit in one of those. So then if I'm doing cooking throughout the year, we'll have 38 individual pucks of lemon juice. So if a recipe in the future requires a juice of one lemon, I can go in the freezer, grab a puck, and I know that's exactly a juice of one lemon. As well as preserving the rinds to make a cleaner, a vinegar cleaner. So we'll get that done as well. But first thing we want to do is start the sourdough starter. So things that I do have out, I got some wholemeal plain flours, whole grain goodness, naturally contains fiber. It's just unbleached whole wheat wholemeal flour. So we're going to be doing that. I've just boiled my kettle. I'm just used tap water, boiled my kettle, that's now cooling. And I'm also going to be keeping a log. So I'll record everything that we will do today, which is really exciting. We're just going to get started with the sourdough starter and then we'll get the lemons done. Alright, new kind of angle. This isn't exactly what I was hoping, but I got this little trolley that I'm kind of using as a little island. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So, sourdough starter. Not only am I going to have the digital version from this video, but I'm going to have a written version as well. So this is the jar that we're going to be making our sourdough in. So I want to take a weight of the jar. And for my jar, that is 224 grams. Now taking our flour. So again, this is a whole wheat flour. You can use just your plain all-purpose flour. I feel like from what I've seen online, which I've read a lot of things online, and everything is kind of not really self-contradicting, but just a lot of different people have a lot of different opinions on what way is the right way. So I'm taking it as there is no right or wrong way, as long as it's unbleached flour. And apparently using whole wheat flour, so I'm just going to try and add 50 grams into my jar. I'll make such a mess. But apparently using whole wheat flour is kind of kickstarts your starter. You'll have more of a reaction than if you were to have all-purpose flour. So we got 50 grams of flour. I've made such a mess. Okay, so flour is 50 grams. And now I could just pour water until it's up to 100 grams. I'm no good at that. So what I'm going to do, I just got a glass that we usually use. I'm going to take the weight of that because here I got some water cooling that I boiled from the kettle. Cool, that is 35 degrees now, so that is perfect. 35 degrees Celsius. So you want it about 85 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect, which is about 30 degrees Celsius. It's only 5 degrees hotter. I think that's going to be fine. And I'm just going to tip it in so it's 50 grams of water. But like I said, you can tip it directly into your jar. It's just, if I go over, it's just going to annoy me. So I'm just doing it this way. There we go, 55 grams. So a little bit out. 50 grams, perfect. And now because this is in a cool jar, this is probably going to take the temperature down lower. I just don't want it to be too low. 31 degrees Celsius, perfect. Right, so now all we're going to do, flour, tip in our water. And I just got this plastic chopstick. I'm just going to use that to stir it. And this is like a thick consistency. I will do a close up. So it's thick. And also me starting with 50 grams and 50 grams, this is now giving us 100 grams of starter. Again, online with the multiple different recipes and advice, people say start at 25 grams, start at 30 grams, start at 40 grams, 80 grams, 60 grams, 100 grams of each component. So I'm just doing it as 50 gram. So I have scraped it down as much as I could. And now I'm just going to take a Sharpie and I'm just going to, it says level as it's going to go. So I'm just going to put a line at the level it's at and then put 1, so I know that's like day 1. Or is today technically day 0? I don't know. I'm just going to do 1 though. And now I'm just grabbing a lid, a canning lid that we've used before, and just going to sit it on top. So you don't want it to be tight. I'm not going to add a ring or anything. You just want it so no nasties can get in. Not much air can get in, but air could still come out because that'll be fine. And that is the start of our sourdough starter. So yeah, this is now the start of our sourdough starter. I'm so happy. We need somewhere warm. It's cold. This week is cold. It's probably a bad week. I might put it in the windowsill in our front room, in our front lounge room. So that way the cats won't get to it because they will be curious and would want to smell it. And I feel like that's going to be the most warmest spot for it. So that's where this is going to live. I got my little marker there. Oh, I need to add that the water, 50 grams at, what was it, 31 degrees Celsius. So I filled in my log, we got that started. This is just cool. Okay. So yeah, oh, and the time. Time is important because you want to feed it every 24 hours. So we don't want to, so it's 3:05 p.m. I'm just going to say 3 p.m. So with the sourdough starter, feeding it is important with the time. You want to feed it every 24 hours. And with making the starter, I'm just going to keep using our wholemeal, whole wheat, plain flour. You don't want to use self-raising flour because that generally has the baking powder additive to it. So you just want pure plain flour. Originally I did want to get organic flour, but I couldn't find that. I only went to one store. So just to start off with anyhow, this is the flour I've got. And we'll just see how we go. So I'm just going to pop this in the windowsill, and each day we'll come back and I will document as well feeding and the different fermentation process. The fermentation. And each day I will document the fermentation process. So each day I will document the fermentation process of the starter. That's so hard for me to say. Alrighty, so let's get these lemons done. So what I'm doing, oh, this kind of works, kinda, I don't know. It's just not flattering, is it? And it's like crooked. I mean, I can turn this, but it's still not the best angle. Alright, so bear with me for these next few videos. I just don't like how the top of my head is chopped off. I'm just trying to sort out, obviously, a new way to film so you guys can see me and what I'm doing. But these homegrown lemons, ooh, oh, they smell good. So I'm just going to chop them all in half, popping them in the bowl. But this is only one thing. I still got another lot on my actual bench, but we're just going to work in little batches at a time. Also the lighting just ain't it. This angle just ain't it. I don't know. But for today, this is going to work. But yeah, bear with me with how my angles and everything is. Work in progress. Oh man, Oh, it just smells so good. So these lemons are from my parents' tree. And I did briefly touch on start. So I want an equivalent of 1 lemon juice in one thing. I have 2 trays, 9 in each, which is what, 18 trays. I'll get all these lemon juiced. Yeah, I'll get all these lemons juiced today. And then tomorrow I can pop out the freezer ones and tip in the fresh juice. Now, a few of these lemons as well is a little bit green. I was just trying to move them on the tree to get to the ones behind it, and they just fell off, some of them. So I just took it. I mean, they all smell fine, even the ones that's still slightly green. So I'm sure it's going to be fine. But these lemons, I don't know what the variety is. I will have to ask my mum, and if she knows, I'll have it as on the screen as the text. If there's no text here, then she doesn't know what the variety is. But I'm just glad to get a stash of lemon juice. And this was the first harvest for the season too. So if you have any other ideas or recommendations to preserve lemon, let me know. Okay, this is a full bowl. I'm now going to take this up to my proper bench and we're just going to start juicing these. But yeah, if you have any ideas for any other ways to preserve some lemons, definitely let me know, because oh my gosh, the smell. There's going to be a lot coming for this season. Alrighty. So, more lemons to get done. The juice of the lemon here. My new citrus juicer here. I think this small thing's going to be fine. I don't think I need a big attachment. This one's just from Kmart. So you kind of turn this. I didn't really line it up properly though, did I? So what I'm going to do to start with is just juice 1 lemon. I'm going to chuck that in another bowl because we will be using the seeds. And these are baby food freezer keep trays. So if you were to make baby food, you can pop it in there. That's supposed to be the perfect size for a little baby. But I use them normally for my ice cubes, just ice. But now, so the juice of 1 lemon. Practically perfect. Can you look at that? So very close to the brim there, and that's emptied out the juice here. Okay. I'm just going to switch this off while I put this back together. But I just wanted to make sure that that was the right measurement. I'm gonna now juice until this is full, and then we'll tip them in. So I might set that over here. So now we'll just keep going with our juice. So this juicer I purchased from Kmart, it was $15, and at first I just thought I brought a dodgy one because the motor kept going left to right, left and right, left and right. Well, not the motor, but the thing that you put the lemons on to get the juice out of. This is the small attachment. I should have realistically, because these lemons are pretty large, I should have realistically added the larger attachment. I thought that would have been more for bigger citrus, like a big grapefruit or something. And considering these are lemons, I thought the small attachment would have been perfectly fine. Should have done the large, but it was fine. We got through it. And this bowl in front of me as well is the seeds. So I did constantly have to scrape up the seeds. There was a lot of seeds overall with all of these lemons getting juiced. So I did scrape that into the bowl, just what I'm doing right now. I mean, it's not big of a deal. At the end of the day, using this electric citrus juicer is a lifesaver. So although it's only $15 from Kmart, it worked really, really good. And yeah, I'm just very thankful to have it. Now I popped the lid on this, popped it in the freezer, and the good thing about these containers as well, they can stack. I wish I had more, but I don't. I only have the 2, but they do stack up really nice. I am meaning, well, I would like to at least to invest in some more, but I also am going to use just a regular ice cube tray for leftover lemon juice, just so if I just need a squeeze of lemon juice, I got a smaller puck of lemon in the freezer to use. Alright, so now with these lemon rinds, this is a 2-litre glass jar, a mason jar. The brand is Salisbury & Co. This is the same brand as my canning jars, and this can be canned. It's a proper canning lid, sealable lid, but that's fine. We're not actually canning this though. So with these lemons, I'm just going to slice them into strips, just so I can feel like, one, it will get the essence from the lemon more, and I can fit more in the jar doing it this way. So any of this pith, I believe that's called, the inside comes out, that's fine, that can just get discarded. And some of these lemons, I haven't washed these lemons, to be completely honest. I just picked them straight from the tree, and wow, they've just been sitting here for about 2 days, and now I am just doing exactly what I'm doing. But they're kind of, it's not dirty, it's just the rind's kind of black. This one's fine, I'll do this one. Some of them are a little bit more worse, so I probably won't do those. But like I said, this one's fine. So if they're too black, I'm just going to chuck them out. To be honest, I don't want to make any more than this one jar full, because I don't know if this is something I'm going to like. I've never done this before. So I don't want to make too much, but I also don't want to waste this much peel either when I can repurpose it in a different way. But because this is new to me, first time doing it, it's going to be trial and error. So some of these peels will end up getting chucked. I try to research online different things to do with lemon peels or citrus peels. See how this one's quite thick black there, so I'm not going to worry about that one. Actually, I shouldn't have really done that one that I just done, because that was quite green. Just aesthetically, since like I said, there's going to be definitely peels getting chucked, unfortunately. But candied peels seems to be a popular thing. That doesn't interest me. I don't want to make things just to not waste it, because I don't want to make things if I'm not going to use it or my partner's not going to use it, then it's kind of a waste of time and jars or bags if it's just going to sit there and not get used. But if you do have any other ideas, just in citrus in general, because I have an orange tree. These lemons are from my parents' lemon tree. I have an orange tree, so I'm going to have a lot of orange peels as well. So if you do have any ideas, definitely let me know. And yeah, we'll hopefully in future preserve all of the rinds and transform them in some other way, useful way. But for now, I'm just going to be doing this one jar. And who knows, I might absolutely love this cleaner. Did I mention it's a cleaner? I don't even know if I mentioned that. But I might absolutely love this, or I might absolutely hate it. So we will see. Alright, so I'm not squishing these peels down either, just because this is plenty of lemon peels to infuse with this vinegar. And it's going to be infusing for 2 weeks. The vinegar I got is just your regular pure white vinegar. You don't need anything fancy. To me, vinegar's vinegar, but we're just going to fill this right up. I don't want it right up to the rim. Because there we go. We'll probably fill it right up to there, the liquid line. So yeah, the lemons are floating slightly in there. And now this is going to sit in my pantry or just on my bench or something. It doesn't need to be in heat. So I got that on tight for 2 weeks, and then we'll come back to this. And each day I will just give it a shake around as well. So Perfect. And it just looks so beautiful. Maybe I will leave that out on my bench somewhere. So you can see that they are floating. And you can see all the pip and stuff already. Anyway, so that is that. Perfect. Alright, so that's going to be all for today's video. I feel like we've done a lot in a very small amount of time, which is perfect. So we got our sourdough started. That was the main thing for today, and I'm glad that has happened. The lemons probably should have been the main thing, but they would have been fine to sit out for a few days. But we got all of our lemons now preserved, either some in the freezer already turning into our individual juice of equivalent of one lemon per ice puck. We got juice in the fridge to then make some more tomorrow, and we got our cleaner started, so that's going to take 2 weeks. So every single day is the goal, at least. Well, I definitely will film the sourdough every single day and do a task if there's a task that needs to be done as well to kind of make it into a video. So one that's going to bank me up with some videos. I really do want to be more productive and consistent with my videos, my channel. And I just want to document my first sourdough starter journey, which will then turn into sourdough, hopefully, if everything goes fine with that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Tomorrow we got the rest of the lemons to do, sourdough, and something else that I am so excited for, but you're just gonna have to wait and find out. So subscribe down below if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow for me, 2 days for you. That's another thing too. Although I'm gonna be filming consistently for 7 to 10 days in a row, hopefully, is a goal. Uploading, I want to try and upload every 2nd to 3rd day. So yeah, tomorrow for me, a couple of days for you. I'll see you guys then. Bye!